So now let's talk about a very important concept called managed identity. Managed identity eliminates the needs for developers to manage credentials. Managed identity provides an identity for applications to use when connecting to resources that support Azure Active Directory authentication. So how does managed identity come into the picture with regards to Azure Storage, which is basically the service that we are discussing? So this is how it works. So if you're using an Azure resource like a virtual machine, a function app, or any other compute resource, and this particular compute resource needs to access, let's assume, an Azure storage or any other target. For example, it could even be an Azure Key Vault, an Azure SQL. Then all that you need to do is you need to link your compute resource to a managed identity, and this managed identity should be given permissions to access any of the target resources, for example, the Azure storage, the Azure SQL. And in this way, you eliminate the need for creating a separate access key or an SAS if you're using the Azure storage. So you do not need to worry about creating those access keys or tokens. All that you need to use is the managed identity. So this makes your life much simpler. So the only caveat here is that the source here must be an Azure resource or a resource that has connectivity to an Azure Active Directory. So let's go ahead and let's create an Azure virtual machine. And within that virtual machine, we'll create a managed identity. And that managed identity will be given access to an Azure storage account, and we'll be able to access that Azure storage account directly within the virtual machine without having the need to create any extra credentials. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Okay, so let's start by creating a virtual machine. So I'll go to my virtual machine. Let me create a new virtual machine. So I'll click on create virtual machine. I'll put it in storage. Just call this as virtual machine password. And let me click on review and create. So I don't need to add anything extra. So I will just create this particular virtual machine. So everything seems fine. I'll click on create. Okay, so I've created my virtual machine. So what I need to do is I need to go to my identity here. And here I have the option of either creating a system assigned or a user assigned managed identity. So the difference between both are that your system assigned managed identity is just linked to your virtual machine. So whenever your virtual machine is deleted, your system assigned managed identity goes down as well. However, if you want to create your managed identity for multiple resources and you want to link them to those multiple resources, then you should go and create a user defined managed identity. So for this particular example, let's create a system assigned managed identity. So what I'll do is I'll switch this on, click on save. Yes. And this is the ID for my managed identity. So all that I need to do is I need to assign a few roles to my managed identity. So let's do that. I click on Azure role assignments and let's click on add role assignments. So here the scope would be storage and the resource would be my particular storage account. And I will assign it two roles. The first one is the owner role. I'll click on save. And I will similarly assign another role as well. So again, the scope is storage, and this is my storage account. And the other role that I will assign would be the storage blob data reader. So I need this particular role to read my particular data in my container. So I click on save. So once I've added these two roles, now I should be able to read data from that particular container. So now that I've added this particular role, I have access to that particular storage account that I had previously created. So let's look at that storage account. So I go back to my storage account, and this is the storage account to which I've given my virtual machine the access. So if I open this, I have a container, and this particular container has this particular file. So our primary objective is to read this particular file. So let's do that. So what I'll do is I'll open my virtual machine. I'll use Putty to do that. Let's get the IP address of the virtual machine. So this is the public IP. I'll just copy this. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now that you've logged into your virtual machine, the first thing that you need to do is you need to get the access token for your managed identity. Now, to do that, you need to make use of your metadata service. So, your metadata service is basically an IP address that provides you all relevant information about that virtual machine. So, to do this, what you need to do is you need to use this particular URL, and this particular URL will give you back the access token for your managed identities. So, let me copy this. This particular link I will send in the description below, so you can just have a read of this particular article. So, I will just paste this. And what I get here is the access token, and I'll use this particular access token to read my particular file. So let me just copy this and let me save this in a notepad. And once I've done that, I need to make use of this particular curl command to get access to my particular file. So what I'll do is I will just run the curl command, and the file that I need to access is this particular file. So let me just open this and I will just get the URL for this file. So let me just copy this. And similarly, all the other header that I need to add is this. And apart from the authorization bearer, which will contain my access token. So let me paste this as well. And okay, my URL is ready. So I can just copy this and I can paste it in my okay, there seems to be something wrong. Okay, I've added the client ID as well. So let me just remove this. So this, so let me just copy this again, clear the screen. And you can see that I get this particular output. Now this is the output of that particular file. Now to verify that again, you can just go to your file and click on edit. And you can see that this is the content of that file, and this is the same content that you see here as well. So this is how you can actually read your particular file using your managed identity. So I hope this was a useful lecture. If you have any issues with this, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. Now this is a very important chapter because managed identity is something that you will always use whenever you're creating a virtual machine, not just to access your storage account, but also to access other services in Azure. So please make sure that you know a lot about your managed identity because, like I said previously, it's a very important topic. So that's it for this particular topic. I will see you in the next.